The Sandman has been on a pretty big hot streak lately, I gotta say. Way to go, Mr. Sandler. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise Up Pop with Grant, everybody. I watched this movie last night. That is why the review is coming in so early. Fell asleep right after because it was very, very late. So, that being said, hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise Up Pop with Grant, everybody. And today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here, and that movie is Leo. Leo is the latest animated film from Netflix. It is also the latest animated. It's also the latest film on Netflix from Adam Sandler. And it is directed. Excuse me, by Robert Marianetti, Robert Smigel, who also worked on Saturday TV Funhouse, and David. Hope I'm saying this name correctly. David Wachtenheim? I hope I'm saying that name correctly. And it is co-written by Adam Sandler and Robert Smigel. So what is Leo about? Well, Leo is about Leo. He is a lizard who is 74 years old. And for those 74 years, the vast majority of them, he has lived in a tank in an elementary school classroom, along with a sardonic turtle named Squirtle, voiced by Bill Burr. And they have, over the years, watched from the sidelines, talking amongst themselves, but just sort of being in a classroom and just sort of going about their typical day. When the main teacher of the classroom begins maternity leave, she's going to have a baby. They bring in a seemingly sort of mean-spirited substitute, voiced by Cecily Strong, and she says, "All right, kids, you guys have to take one of the class pets home and take care of them." And the first one picks Leo, and in a sort of fit of emotion, he inadvertently reveals he can speak. He speaks to this young girl and claims, "You're the only one." And very, very soon, he begins to inadvertently speak to all the kids as they rotate in and out of his life. And he realizes that all these kids have problems with anxiety, expectation, and he gives them life advice, almost grandfatherly life advice. He uses his older experience to sort of help them. And he does this because he believes that he's going to be dying soon. He believes that lizards live to be 75, and so that this is going to be his last chance to leave a footprint on the world. And but very, very soon, he changes these kids' lives, and they really bond with this talking lizard, and he teaches them life lessons, and in turn, he becomes kind of, a celebrity of sorts within the classroom, much to the chagrin of the jealous Squirtle. Can he keep up this charade, or will he soon have to tell them all that he's talked to all of them? Let the shenanigans and the life lessons begin. So, Leo is an interesting movie. I'll say this, the animation is a little bit wonky. It's made, it's not terrible animation, but it's not necessarily A grade. You can see why it's on Netflix. And sometimes the tone of it is a little strange. It doesn't know if it wants to be more for adults or more for kids. It's rated PG, but it does have a little bit of some of its humor is a little too adult skewing for kids. But some of the sentiments are a little too kid targeted for adults. That being said, those things aside, I really liked Leo. This was a really, really charming movie. It was very funny at times. It had a lot of heart at times. And I liked the message the movie's trying to impart about overcoming anxiety. It's also a musical. The songs I don't necessarily think are the best songs in the world, but I think that they are perfectly serviceable. And the way that he gets these kids to sort of realize that the problems in their lives are have value and to not worry about the problems of the world. There's one particular scene involving the popular girl who is sort of like a bit insecure, and he's singing, and she talks about like, oh, I need to be great, I need to be great, and he starts singing like, you're not so great, and that's okay. No one can be so great all the time, and there's a really neat like sort of angle there about, and it's kind of nice for a children's movie and animated a cute little cartoon about a talking lizard to portray to kids that look, it's okay to not be okay. I find that refreshing. I think that's especially now needs to be, kids need to hear that, and I respect them for that. I also will say that even though the humor is more adult skewing, it is very funny. Bill Burr in particular did some really good laughs in there. What up, Luke? How's it going, buddy? He gets some good laughs in there. Bill Burr. Adam Sandler is doing that, and this is because he's playing basically an old man in the form of a lizard. He does do that Adam Sandler voice, so if you don't really like it that much, it actually fits here more because it's a cartoon, like that kind of thing. But it's not, it's not too irritating. And I think that though it's the lesser of these three movies, I think the best of these three movies is of the recent Sandler output between Hustle and You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah is by far the best. This is in that same sort of quality, though, where you're like, Sandler's back, man. Sandler's making good shit again. And, oh, Kid Show. Right, sorry. He's making good stuff again. And it really works. Like, I'm happy that Sandler is picking projects that actually use him effectively and are, like, really good movies. And Leo is a really good movie. It's not anything spectacular, but I think that for kids especially, I think that it's really going to have some good life lessons for them. I think that the adults might be a little bit taken aback by some of the humor. Like, they push the boundaries of that PG rating. There are a couple of jokes that are kind of like, oh man, especially involving a running bit involving a kid who doesn't know where babies come from. I think that one particular bit that Bill Burr has, and it's very funny, but answering the kid's question is a little bit too off color for kids, but I think that it really works. I don't think kids are necessarily going to get it. I think it's going to fly over their heads, a lot of them, but I just think it's just like, wow, movie. But, it works. It's funny. And overall, I really liked Leo, and I actually got kind of touched by it at the end a little bit. I'm not going to lie. There's, especially toward the end, there's like a moment where he gives them a final piece of advice that I thought was really moving. And I think the kids need to hear that. I think kids need to know that everything's okay. Two of the female students in this movie also are voiced by Sandler's daughters, Sadie and Sunny. And I think that this is very much, Sandler co-wrote it. I think this is very much, especially I believe that Sunny is like middle school age or early high school age, he wrote this movie in 2016. I feel like he wrote this movie to sort of tell his kids at the time, like, look, it's still going to be okay. Even if it's not okay today, it's going to be okay. And I thought that you can feel that warmth, that almost fatherly warmth coming through in his performance as this lizard. I like this film a lot. I'm going to give Leo, I'm not going to go all the way, I'm not even going to go pretty far, just because it does have these flaws in it. But I'm gonna walk the 2 blocks. I'm gonna give Leo 4 out of 5 stars. It's not a perfect movie. It's not Nimona or Suzume levels when it comes to animated films this year. But it's a solid effort. It's good for the whole family and adults and kids to a certain extent. There are tonal issues, but I think that overall it's a really terrific movie. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. For Leo, let's close the book on it. Trailer Trash None, watch it on Netflix, which is where it is streaming now, starting today. And it was their shawarma. Yes, after the credits, there is like an animatic of a extended song that is shown after the credits, and something else. That's all I will say. We're sticking around for it. All right, that is it. We will be back later tonight for a review of Napoleon. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on. Seasonal allergies, people. Seasonal allergies. Napoleon is tonight. Also, look out this week. It's going to be kind of scattered because I'm going on a trip. I'm going on a Thanksgiving trip with my family. But we will have reviews sometime this week for Good Burger 2, which Keenan and Kel, Genie, starring Melissa McCarthy, and Friday, probably late Friday night, we'll have a review of Saltburn, the second feature from Emerald Fennell. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, classes missed. Another 3,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give me a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant and I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me else reviews lists and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raise Grant. You can find me on Facebook, Raising Popcorn with Grant. Instagram Threads, and TikTok at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, I'm all one word, on lowercase, based on popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raising Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have me. If you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Leo? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of doo-doo? Because it's a kid's show. Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.